This is day 8, lecture 7. Today we're going to take those transformations that we talked about on Monday and we're going to work them in reverse. I've given you a graph and we want to figure out what its parent graph is and then all the transformations that happened to it as it went on till we can figure out how to go from the parent graph to the actual graph that we've got. So I'm going to look at this and I'm going to say, okay, I recognize that shape as y equals x squared. Even though it's upside down from what it should be, it's still that y equals x squared graph. So I'm going to graph what the original graph would look like. It's going to go like this. So now we're going to see what happens to it. I need to get it to flip upside down. I need it to move to the right. And I need to move it down. So I want to move that reflection before I move it up or down. I know that much. That up or down part's going to happen at the last thing. So I've got y equals x squared here. I need to move that to the right and I need to move it down. So let's move it to the right first. Moving it to the right, it's going to go 1 unit. So inside that set of parentheses, it's going to go to the right. That means minus, and it's going -1. So that moved it to the left, or excuse me, to the right. 1. Now, we have to do that reflection before that vertical shift. So at this point, I'm going to do my reflection in the x-axis. Once I do that reflection in the x-axis, it's going to look like this. And I need it to come down to that point. So I need to move it down 3. And that happens by taking that equation and subtracting 3. At this point, you should check your calculators and make sure that you've done that correctly. Now remember that you can always put this equation into your grapher along with your parent graph and see that you've done those changes correctly. Or as I said before, go from the parent graph to the first step, turn off the first step, compare the second to the third, turn off the second, and compare the third to the fourth. Now, let's take a look at this graph. Notice what that looks like. It looks like that y equals the square root of x. But it's mixed around. The y equals the square root of x would look like this. So we have to figure out how to change it. It definitely got reflected in the x-axis at some point. This point would match onto that point. So it has to go to the right 3, and it has to go up 2. And there's got to be a reflection in there. So let's put those in. We've got y equals square root of x. We're moving to the left 3. So under that radical is going to be x plus 3. Because again, it goes the opposite way the way you think it's going to go. So we're going to make it x plus 3 under that radical. Then we're going to make that reflect in the x-axis. That puts that negative on the outside of the radical. And lastly, we're going to bring that up 2 units. And we want to see what's going to happen to each one of those. As we graph that, it's going to go from this shape to this shape. And again, you could put the y equals x square root of x in your calculator and y equals the square root of x plus 3. See what happens to them. Turn off the first one and compare the second and the third. Turn off the second one, compare the third and the fourth. This one was left 3. This one was a reflection in the x-axis. And this one is the final change, which was up 2. And you're going again, taking that first graph, their final graph, and going from its original form to the new graph so we can get the equation. I'm going to stop the pre-class video here, and we will pick it up tomorrow or Wednesday in class.